Danny, today we are going to talk about the mold and the fabrication of the first piece. You have a lot of recommendations. What happened in that particular situation?
Okay, well in this situation, obviously, when you have the mold, you have to wax it. If it's a first time built mold, 16 hands of wax.
16
hands of wax.
Oh, wow.
And then once you have the 16 hands of wax, we put a PVA, which is another hand of wax, but we spray the PVA.
Okay.
What that does is
excuse me, what is the function of the PVA?
PVA is just a liquid wax. So we coat it, slightly coat it, which we'll make videos on that. And what happens is when the paint starts heating up, it soaks in that wax. So now you got wax in the paint and wax on the mold, so it releases. So
this is for releasing purposes.
It's a releasing agent. That's all really what it is.
Okay. All right.
And then once we spray the gel coat, which we'll see videos, we spray the gel coat and you let it dry 24 hours. Then you put 3/4 ounce of material on, and you resin it and you let it sit. And then after that, you can only do one hand and you have to use 3/4. In this application, I didn't do it because I wanted to show the effects of when you don't use the right materials and what happens. So instead of using 3/4 ounce, I use 1.5 ounces, which is too much. And the reason is
this is 1.5 ounces.
This is 1.5 ounces. So the 1.5 ounces holds more resin. So resin naturally gets hot when the MEK kicks in, and the harder the catalyst makes it hotter.
Oh, wow.
And what happens, they call it alligators. It makes alligators. So you can see on the side here how it's lifted, and you can see it has all squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Because we used 1.5 ounces and we didn't use 3/4.
Yeah. Okay.
So once today we popped it off, and then here's what it looks like once it pops off. Here's the mold, and here's the inside part. And the inside part, you can see right here, this is what they call the alligators, is because I used the wrong material. It got too hot. And when it gets too hot, it does that to the gel coat.
Oh, this is incredible. Okay.
And here's some of the residue of the PVA. And that washes off with water. You put water and it dissolves.
Okay, that's the PVA.
But that's the PVA. So this has got 16 hands of wax. I have a hole here, which we put clay. And the reason is that way the surface is flat. And then when the clay won't get hard with the gel coat, and then we put air pressure.
You put the air pressure here, no?
You can see the air pressure right there.
Yeah, that's correct.
And I put the air gun. I first free up the sides.
Correct.
I put air pressure, and it goes pop, and it pops right off.
Ah, that's nice. Okay, and then the recommendation for our followers is be careful with the material.
Yes, use the right materials. And the next class, we'll make one that's correct, so you can see how it's supposed to look and what you did wrong here.
Okay, maravilloso.